Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are tuning in to the Wednesday night, which means it is the Heavy Hitters live coming to you live on the Heavy Hitters live channel.
Live,
Make sure
live,
y'all go
live.
ahead and hit that like button. I am your host. I am the sixth man, K Styles in the building. And we done switched the formation up today. We got a two three zone going on here. To my stage left, we got Senator Palpatine, Mad Mike Sports. To my stage right, we got Jew Talk Sports.
Yo,
And at the bottom of the screen, we have the Don in the building.
It's showtime, folks.
And we have a very special guest. Braves fans, y'all should know this lady pretty well. So,
What's up,
my
guys?
lady, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
No time. No
Uh,
time.
what's up, guys? You know me as, I guess, the queen of Braves talk, as a lot of you guys like to say, so I'll just say it like that. But I'm on YouTube, Braves Anatomy. My Twitter just logged me out, so I'm working on that. But at @castmac_21, you can find me there. My Instagram is the same, but I'm pretty much all Braves all the time, and the Panthers. But that's a rough one right now. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Hey, man. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's get right into it, man. Cassie, I know you got some stuff you want to get off your chest about the Panther season right now. We're gonna let you go ahead and start us off. Like, what has been your take on the Panthers this season so far?
The worst year of Carolina Panthers football I've ever witnessed. That's even including the Jimmy Clausen, St. Pierre, Vinny
Oh wow.
Testaverde that year. That's even including that. This is absolutely disgusting to watch.
Hmm. So do you think so? So in your case, do you feel like they handled the situation with Bryce Young the wrong way, or you feel like they should have kind of eased him in there? What's your take on that?
I don't think we handled it the wrong way. I think the supporting cast is absolutely played like high school level. The offensive line can't block a paper bag, a wet paper bag. The skill position players are underperforming, and I don't know what else to say other than it's it's gotten to the point where it's unwatchable, and I think that our defense should be paid hazard pay because we are always in the game, but we cannot score a touchdown to if our lives depended on it right now, I don't think we could score a touchdown. We had 200 total rushing yards on Sunday, 200 rushing yards, but scored 6 points.
Oh wow. Wow.
And yes, I think Bryce Young has. I'm not judging anything Bryce Young has done this year because the supporting cast is absolutely an abomination. But he has missed a lot of throws that you think you should be able to make. But the problem is, I think you know how a quarterback snaps the ball and then looks at the coverage and all that. He snaps the ball and looks down because he has to run for his life 95% of the time. So he's pretty much just predetermining, oh my God, I got to run for my life.
That sounds like Matt Ryan.
Yeah, he's predetermining that. So, I mean, I'm not judging Bryce Young. I think Brian Burns should have been in the trade for the number one overall pick and not DJ Moore, because clearly DJ Moore is a number one wide receiver, and Brian Burns is frustrated at all get out, and he's given us the James Harden treatment the last 2 or 3 games. He has been a no-show on defense. So.
Oh wow. So
he had 1 tackle and I think 1 hurry Sunday against the Saints. And there might be an injury or frustration or some other thing going on. So I'm not trying to throw him completely under the bus, but he only has 6 sacks this year. So, and our defense, you still see Derek Brown, you still see Frankie Louvu, you see J.C. Horn finally making plays, coming back from his injury, but you don't hear Brian Burns' name much at all. And yes, he's gotten double teamed, but I don't know if it's just complete frustration, not getting a contract, this, that, and the other, but I think the Panthers missed the boat on the opportunity to either trade him and get a couple of first-round picks, because right now the way he's playing, he might only get a late first round, early second, and that's it. So.
All right, so fellas, y'all wanna go ahead and jump straight into the keys?
absolutely.
What is y'all? What is y'all think? What is y'all thinking is keys? So, we're gonna switch it up, Mike. I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off with your key, and then we're gonna let this Cassidy come right behind you, give her key to Carolina possibly upsetting the Falcons.
So, as Cassidy so eloquently stated, the Panthers defense has been spectacular. Even in the first game they played against the Falcons, it was pretty good. I thought it was a classic NFC South matchup against the Falcons and the Panthers. Those games are always good. They always come down to good defense, run game. Both teams always run the ball well, play solid defense. It's just always a good. I mean, every once in a while you have a blowout, but for the most part, it's always a good game playing against the Panthers. We've always, for the most part, I'm gonna say always, but for the most part, we've always came out on top, and favorable. But I think this game, man, it's like this game scares me for the reason that a lot of people are kind of down on Desmond Ritter. I think the Panthers are one of those teams, like teams that won, maybe 1-2. Those teams always scare me half to death because like you just never know. They'll just wake up and just have one of those games. And Cassie, don't laugh too much at me because I know you're not happy with Panthers right now. But I think the key to victory for the Falcons is they have to stop the run. Now, if they has to start with David Onyemata in the middle as the defensive tackle. If we can stop the run for the most part, I believe we'll be able to get pressure on the quarterback. I just don't know. Like I don't think they had a hard time, stopping the Falcons pass rush early in the season, and like now, it's like their wide receiver core, they can't catch. Terrence Marshall, those guys, they're just not. They're like those wide receivers are just bad right now. So I think the key to victory for the Falcons is to stop. Is to stop the run. They can stop the run. They'll be fine, and just take care of the ball. They can stop the run, take care of the ball. And that's one of the things that's kind of plagued the Falcons this year. They haven't, taking care of the ball. Desmond Ritter, he has to do something about his ball security. Like that's the most frustrating part of his game right now is the lack of ball security. The Falcons can stop the run because they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball quite well. So I'm not, too concerned with their passing game, but they can stop the run and the Falcons eliminate turnovers. They should be fine.
You're muted.
Hey, Styles, you muted.
Oh, my bad. I had a I had a turnover moment there for a second. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know what
Desmond
happened.
Ritter that thing.
Yeah. I did. I DR9 that thing right there. My bad. All right, Cassie. What's your take? How do you think the Panthers could upset the Falcons this Sunday?
How can we? How can we upset the Falcons? Let's see. Run the ball like Matt Mike said, but I think the problem with our myriad of issues is that we cannot get a yard when we need, like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. I'm pretty sure there's a stat out there, and the Panthers are low in every offensive category known to man. But 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, I swear we call four verticals every single time. And so short yardage situations, if we can convert some of those, I think we might have a prayer to beat you guys. Just because of Desmond Ritter's fumble Ruski issues and turnover issues. But the problem is you guys have skilled players that scare me. And I think the only skilled players that really have a chance to be explosive is Adam Thielen, but guys have taken him away, so it's Chuba Hubbard, Miles Sanders, and the rest of the guys. Short yardage situations, taking care of the ball, and somehow protecting Bryce Young where he has less than 4 sacks is probably the only, and maybe creating a turnover too, but I'm not very, very confident that that we will upset you guys. I hope it happens just to give me some positive juices and something. But those are my key to the game. And I mean, 200 yards last week, and we only scored 6 points, so I don't really have a lot of confidence in a lot of things. But short yardage, yes.
All right. Hey, Jew, man, go ahead, man. What you got? What you got on this game, man? What you got?
To be honest with you guys, I say the same thing every week, so I'm gonna change my key to this game.
Drew, you've been a party pooper. I'm gonna need you to be Christian, okay?
Oh,
I'm gonna say this.
Nah, that's that Chicago coming out his ass. That's what that is.
now y'all know I'm just a truth teller. In this game, we're gonna have to do what works. Just do what works in this game. I'll say that. Just do what works. Whatever is working, don't go away from it. That's what I'll say my key is for this game. Whatever is working, don't go away from it. Whatever you're doing on defense, if you blitzing and they struggling to stop it, you keep doing it. If you running the ball and it's working, you keep doing it. If you throwing the ball to Drake London, Kyle Pitts, whoever had a mismatch, don't go away from it. Because I really feel like that's been our biggest issue this year. I hate keep saying run the ball because I say that every week, so I'm not going to even jinx it. I'll just say do what works. Whatever you have success with in this game, do that. And I'll say one other thing, because this really shouldn't be, it's not that complicated. Let's be real. It's not that complicated. But I'll say this, other than doing what works. In this game, don't allow the game to be close. Come out here and put your foot on their necks, because when you're a 1-12, 1-11 team, they're going to feel like, oh man, once they get down 14-0, it's going to be that feeling of here we go again. What you don't want to allow is this game to get down to the fourth quarter and it's a tight game and now they got hope. That's what I'll say. And I'll leave it at that. But just do what works. Whatever is working in this game, don't go away from it. Stick with it. Keep going to it. Go back to that well until they making some adjustments to stop whatever you're doing. You got to keep riding the hot hand. If it's CP, if it's Tyler Algier, if it's Drake London, whoever it is that got that hot hand, you keep going to that well until they stop it. I'll leave it at that.
And I don't really have a key, but you basically said it, but I'm going to reword it for him. And this is my way of saying it. Stand on business.
Oh, my goodness.
Stand on business. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, Don. Go. What you got on there, man?
Oh man. My key is like y'all really took a piece of everything I was gonna try to say, but we should not be committing penalties in this game. And if we do, keep the damn numbers down. I don't really need to see any false starts, holding penalties. Like I understand refs, they do be calling some BS calls. We can all agree to that. Like this year has been the worst as far as officiating goes, but we really need to not have any self-inflicted wounds by getting penalties in the most inopportune times, especially on offense when we driving down the damn field. So we can cut out on that. I think we're good. That's my key. I know Cassidy brought up, Carolina's run game has really been, the only part of their offense this year. And I'm upset with the GM and the coaching staff over there with Carolina. How in the hell you fired the best person on your offensive staff and Deuce Staley? How? Like
because they wasn't standing on business.
Oh my God,
look, I can care less about standing on business. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about. I don't stand on business. I was born on business. It's a difference.
Oh my God,
I'm built different.
What are we doing?
Like a rock. Whoa, like a rock.
I just don't know what Temple like. Honestly, man, he's the most confusing owner in the league. I have no idea what he's trying to accomplish. Like every year, he's trying to find a new coach and new quarterback. Just like what's the plan? I have no idea what Carolina.
To give us soccer and concerts. That's his plan.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. When he fired Frank Reich, he had a 14-minute press conference, didn't answer a question, and said, "I brought concerts and soccer to Charlotte. Goodbye." That was
it. I ain't know Rankin Smith came back in the city.
Right.
Guess who else brought soccer concerts? Guess who else brought soccer concerts to other cities? Atlanta did, Nashville, Miami. Like, come on now.
That's the point. He's delusional. And honestly, I was talking to my brother today. Honestly, the only coach and I do not want this, but let me put that on record before I say this. The only coach that could come into Carolina and make Dave Tepper just shut up and stay in his office is probably Bill Belichick. And I do not want that 1,000%, but I don't see another person that can make Dave Tepper just sit in his office and write the paychecks, and that's it.
Cassidy, did you just say that you oh wow. I do not want to see Bill Belichick in Carolina. That will be the worst nightmare.
I'm telling you who's gonna be the next. I'm telling you who's gonna be the next coach of the Carolina Panthers. Y'all gonna laugh when I tell y'all this. It's gonna be Lincoln Riley. Watch. He gonna hire another college coach. He gonna hire another college coach like he did
Oh,
Matt
good God.
Rule. I'm telling
Done.
you, he gonna pull the Breeze truck out at that Southern Cal. He gonna bring either Lincoln Riley or he gonna bring back Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach.
Oh, good God. Don't put that out in the universe.
Oh no.
It
What?
sounds like the Dave Tepper way though. It's the Dave Tepper way.
He
So
does love college coaches though, for
so
whatever
so
reason.
so so what you saying is Carolina went away from being balanced to going to a quick passing game. Now you talking about them bringing the air raid offense.
I mean,
We can't run basic offense. Where you, I mean, if you want me to be honest, we can't run basic offense unless basic offense is going backwards.
Oh Lord.
oh good.
She said they playbook is them drawing routes on the football. Remember how you used to do in the back?
Oh my god.
You just run out. Hopefully it works. But oh man, that's funny. That's funny. So
I mean,
what you got? What you say,
that's
Casey?
I mean, no, I do not want Bill Belichick, but I want somebody to come in there and just tell Dave Tepper to leave the football to the football people,
Mm-hmm.
because that's, and I don't know that there is a person that can, like, has the backbone to do that. But he said when he came in here as an owner, he didn't want mediocre football. Well, we're 5 levels past down mediocre football. So I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say.
I would have never imagined Panthers to have one win on the season. I like honestly, I would have never seen that coming, especially with that defense and this your ability to run the ball last year. Just like you still can run the ball, and yeah, I would have never seen this coming.
You know what? I didn't want Steve Wilkes to walk out that door, and I knew once he did, I had no problem with Frank Reich. I really didn't, and I actually liked how he did the offseason. But the reality is, you let your number one wide receiver go in the trade. Bryce Young has nothing around him, including the offensive line, which I've already discussed. So I'm honestly hoping that Bryce Young gets out of this year healthy. He said all the right things, been the most mature person in that building, probably, based on his press conferences. So I'm just hoping he gets out of this season. If Scott Fitterer doesn't get fired, our GM, then I don't think anything is gonna matter. But um, but that's my honest and very harsh take of the Carolina Panthers. But that is what it is.
Yeah,
That's what Dave Tepper's done.
it's just like y'all looking like y'all gonna end up being last, and it's messed up because y'all gifted that pick to Chicago in that trade.
Yeah.
So like it's like it's just a rough spot right now for you guys. It really is.
Rough is a
It's an
very
understatement.
subtle way to put it, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the players to watch in this game. Everybody, like I said, pretty much get their players to watch. It's gonna be free game. Whoever want to go ahead and round point on it, floor is yours.
Mm.
Uh,
Player to watch.
Nah,
Player to watch for the Panthers
yeah.
is positively Derek Brown. He has been an absolute game wrecker in the running game and the overall game. And I honestly think he's been our most consistent and best defensive player. And we've had a lot, and there's still some good things in the secondary. So I don't want to be too Debbie Downer, but the Panthers don't give me a lot to be happy about. And Chuba Hubbard, I think a lot of people were down on Chuba Hubbard. I wasn't one of those people. But I think him coming out of this gross season and being our best, most productive, along with Adam Thielen, but best, most productive and consistent player is really, really nice to see. So I think he gets a touchdown, and I think Derek Brown kind of wrecks the running game, but I don't think it'll be enough.
Okay, okay. Go ahead, Don. Let you go ahead and go next, man.
My player of the game, I feel like it's gonna be. I'm I'm gonna go with a popular opinion, the popular thing right now, and I'm gonna say Bijan is gonna have another good game this week. If you want
Okay.
him to go off and have a day, this would be the best team to go to do that against, in my opinion.
Right, 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 right. Jew, what you got, man? Who's a player that everybody need to watch out for this week?
I don't know if he'll play in this game. I seen he was back at practice, but you guys know that I'm a huge David Onyemata fan, and I really feel like the Panthers are gonna have to try to run the ball in this game to do anything. So if he's out there, and we seen last week when Contavious Street got hurt, we were like really banged up, when it comes to the interior of our defensive line. So getting David Onyemata back would be huge because I don't know if Contavious Street's going to be able to play in this game. I don't know if Timmy Horn is still on the practice squad, but he might be a guy that they might have to pull back, pull to the active roster for this game because we're really, really banged up when it comes to the defensive tackle position right now. So hopefully David Onyemata can play in this game, but I feel like he'll be a guy that can wreck this game because the Panthers' offensive line, that's one of their weaknesses, their Achilles heel. So if you can get pressure, and we know Bryce Young, because of his size, him not being the tallest guy, if you can get pressure right up, right up the center of that offensive line and just get your hands up, he's not going to be able to throw the ball over Calais Campbell, over to David Onyemata. So I really think David Onyemata, he's the key to this game. But the defensive line as a whole, I think they're gonna have a big day. But David Onyemata, because he's the guy that's gonna be able to clog up everything in the run game.
Now, my player to watch is for not for positive reasons, but it's to praying to the football gods that make sure that this guy just don't give up. Don't give up another one. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm finna put the comment. Me and Big Ant on the same page here. If Richie Grant gonna catch hands if he blows another coverage, that's 7 so far this season. I I can't have that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
I'm
have it.
I've been off this. We need to put Hillums in at that spot, bro.
I don't know what's going on, man. But he's not trusting himself. He overthinking. But if he doesn't give up that play, and I'm putting the bag. I'm actually on one knee right now, just like please don't give up a big play.
Look, if I look, hell, if he's on one knee, I'm giving him damn Brock Lesnar knee to the chin. All right, he deserves it.
but but for real though, like I said, I had to say guy to kind of watch this game and definitely be Clark Phillips though, for real though. Like I said, he's been playing absolutely fantastic these last couple games. And I think he may have an opportunity to make a bigger impact in this type of game, especially like even though the Panthers are 1-11, this is a game that you don't take lightly on them at all. And you're actually having a lot more to play for now. I'll be saying something different if you didn't lose the game against Tampa this past Sunday. But now, like I said, the margin for error is like .01 right now. So yeah, I said my guy is Clark Phillips. What you got on that? Like,
Um, the player to watch for me personally, it has to be Keith Smith. No, I'm just playing. No, I'll say Keith Smith. No, I wouldn't say Keith Smith at all. Um, I would have to say Caden Ellis, man. Like he's been a pleasant surprise all year. But he's actually been our most important player on the defense side of the ball. I know that may sound a little, crazy to a lot of Falcons fans, but he is the most important because he controls the middle of the. He makes all the calls. He controls the flow. As far as the running game is concerned, and he's been a lot better in pass coverage um, than I thought he would. So he's definitely a guy for me to watch. Um, as far as the Panthers is concerned, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Chuba Hubbard because for whatever reason, he's a Falcon killer. I hate to say that, but he's a Falcon killer. Like for whatever reason, Falcons have a hard time keeping him under control for the most part. Now he gets those tough. He gets those runs in critical moments that you really don't expect. So Chuba Hubbard is a guy for the Panthers that really I'm gonna keep my eye on.
yeah, because the damn show ain't Miles Sanders. I guess we find out real quick that he finished
Yeah.
the Philadelphia Eagle offensive line. But
Oh
I
yeah,
agree
that's
with you.
that. He's a yard in a cloud of dust.
Oh no, no, no! She called him Mike Davis 2.0.
A
She called him
yard.
Mike Davis.
Hey, I don't know if y'all
But,
heard
but 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 I will say he did have a really good run last Sunday with 48 yarder. We got down to the 1 yard line and went backwards 4 straight plays. So that was that. I mean that's how it is to be a Panther fan. But yeah, I mean Chuba Hubbard's been super consistent and but y'all are okay because on 2nd and 3rd and 1, we're not gonna give him the ball, so you're good.
Oh.
You guys think I'm lying, but just watch on Sunday. Just watch. It's something sight to behold.
Oh, good.
Well, this thing is a variety show over here. Let me
That's
say it's a
bad.
variety.
Look, I know
So
it wasn't that bad earlier in the season, but I've
No,
heard a lot of Panthers fans say that.
no, trust me. When we lost Brady Christensen week 1, our guard,
Mm-hmm.
um, I didn't realize it at the time, but that's when it started going downhill and speeding downhill and downhill fast with the offensive line. Brady Christensen is the key to our offensive line, and Ike Ekwonu, I don't know what happened to him as a left tackle. He has just
Oh,
absolutely.
he's been bad. Yeah.
He's just
he's just been icky. That's all.
yeah. But I mean, he was decent last year, and it just after Brady Christensen went out and we did some shuffling. Oh God. So yeah, um, it's one of those things where I always watch the Carolina Panthers, but I appreciate the channel changer this year, and
Hey, Kennedy.
you guys told me to be honest, and that's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Golly, man. Good God.
just no. What you're gonna watch this game Sunday, and if we come out and actually look like a football team, I'll take it back. But you're gonna watch this game Sunday, and you're gonna message me and say I was absolutely right.
Oh, man.
Hey,
But if we do keep it close, we could have a semi of a chance if we need a field goal at the end. But if we need a touchdown, Oh, that's about a 5% chance of doing anything.
Oh Lord, this game is any day close, man. Shit. The Falcon fan base
Falcons
already
fan gonna riot. Yeah,
they
they definitely
already
gonna
want to
riot.
burn the establishment down already. Don't
I
let this
swear, but I bet not see I bet not see this game going down to the damn bar this week. I better not.
exactly.
If you do, I will be shocked.
I won't be. I'll be pissed the hell off. I'm probably might not need to be at the house. I'm probably gonna end up throwing my damn TV out the damn.
See,
Oh man.
that made you miss those what they call them ass back TVs with the big backs on there, because if you throw them out the window, it makes like a bigger crunch in the street.
It
Hey man,
sounds have you been throwing TVs? What in the
okay, Cassie said she didn't have the channel changer. She'd be throwing TVs out the window too.
Nah, I'd probably just not watch it. If I had a choice between throwing the TV out the window or not watching the Panthers, I'll choose.
that'd be the smartest thing?
I'll choose not watching, and thank God I have the Braves, because every other team I like is struggle on the struggle bus.
All right, y'all. So y'all go ahead. Y'all got some questions for Cassie? Let's go ahead, throw them in here. I got some.
Hey, I would like to put a little twist to this show. If you're some Braves fans, I would really like for you to throw some questions at Cassidy if you're a Braves fan.
There you go. But I got a universal question for everybody. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me. Lord, forgive me.
Oh Lord, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Where does a team get $680 million in the final year of a contract? What is that about?
It's finding the ultimate loophole, because you have money on trees and you don't know what else to do with it. So I don't understand money and financials, but the Dodgers were able to find the loophole list of loopholes and make it work. I don't know. Trust me, you don't want me. Finance was not my thing. So money and contracts I can explain to you, but this one I can't even explain.
I had trouble when I did a video on it earlier. I was like, how do you give $600 million to a guy that he said he don't want it until after he's finished? Like, it's not even legal. Like that yeah. That show her tiny. I never understood that contract.
But the thing is, here you're paying the actual value of the contract is what, 500 million or whatever after all the defers or whatever. So basically, you're paying $500 million for a guy to DH and not pitch this year, and don't know what he's gonna be next year and beyond as a pitcher, coming off his second Tommy John surgery. So technically,
second. Ooh.
So technically, yes, Shohei Ohtani is the best player on the planet. Got it, all good. But if he gets hurt one more time, I don't know which, because paying a DH that much money is crippling, even for a team like the Dodgers that have obviously can cherry pick the starting pitchers that they want, because they were able to manipulate the Shohei Ohtani contract as much as they could, which more power to them. I've just never heard of it.
And for those that may be lost in the sauce on here, yes, Shohei Ohtani signed a 10-year, $700 million contract, but he's going to get $680 million of that contract in the final year. That's the loophole.
$680 million from 2034 to 2043.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on, wait a minute.
That's why it's puzzling.
Hold on, wait a minute. Where's my book? Hold on.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely not gonna try to do the. Yeah,
I got
I'm not doing no.
So hold
I'm
on.
good.
So it is
because they deferred 68 of the 70 million that the annual value is till 2034 through 43. So technically, for the first 10 years of the contract, Shohei Ohtani is making $2 million.
So, hold on. So it's 2023. So it's the first. Okay, so it's 2020.
We can't. You look. You better speed that math up.
There's no math that makes it make sense other than real.
That's where I'm going at. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's another Bobby Bellino contract. That's what it is.
That's what it is. I'm about to say so.
But it's an astronomical way of being able to get a Blake Snell, get a Yamamoto, get a Tyler Glass now, even though he's made of glass. So you're going to get about 15 starts from him if you trade for him. So I don't know that necessarily moves the needle, so to speak, for the Dodgers. But if they don't win a couple of championships, at least in the next 10 years or whatever, it's going to be something. They'll do a 30 for 30 on it if it does not happen.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I can already see it happening. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see the Dodgers winning anything else. They won that World Series because of COVID. Who's being real? Like the city of Los Angeles was literally gifted championships during COVID. The Lakers, the Dodgers, and then the Rams the year after that.
So
what is the strongest position group on your offense? Oh God. Offensively, there isn't really anything strong except Chuba Hubbard and Adam Thielen. Defensively, there is a lot. But position group wise, I don't know that I could. The D lines. The D line's really strong, and a lot of we got a pretty good back end, but I mean there's blown coverages. There's like one blown coverage a game that kind of costs us. The defense makes one lapse per game that costs us the entire game, if that makes sense. It's not a. I mean the defense keeps us in it the whole time except that one play, and then it's pretty much over. So, yeah.
Sounds like Richie Grant.
Yeah.
Sounds like Richie Grant. He usually calls us one touchdown game.
I mean,
yeah, y'all about to y'all Panthers got to do something. Like, good God Almighty, they about to lose it, Cassidy. So
it hurts. But I'm never gonna jump ship. I 2-14 with Jimmy Clausen that year I talked about. That's there. And there's so much crap that this organization's been through. There's no way. And you see on Panthers Facebooks that I'm entering the transfer portal for fandom, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, you see a lot of that, and that's never gonna be me. But I will rant, and I guess this is the first time I've actually ranted. So appreciate it, and got it all out, I guess. But
so
yeah, you
let's
did.
get a positive side of things. So since you said you've been a fan, like which Panthers player from the past or present who sticks out to you as your favorite Panthers player?
Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton. I mean, those two players, watching them live, is a thing that I will always cherish because you could see Luke Kuechly know every single play and wreck it almost every single time. So Luke Kuechly definitely, and Cam Newton, yeah, he's weird and he's been in the news
Yeah, he definitely
in the
weird.
news, in the news lately. But let me put it this way: what if the tush push was allowed when Cam Newton was around?
Tush push, boy. That'd have been
See, K-Style, don't
that'd have
you
been a freight
behave.
train right there. That'd be a freight train right
Yeah,
there. He already tough enough to bring down as it was.
yeah, that
Exactly.
thing was a menace. Yeah,
Exactly.
anything short and two, Cam was definitely gonna get that. Anything under 2 yards,
And
you looking for those two? Yeah, that's
and
Cam
I
Newton.
played against Cam before in middle school, and I'm like, trust, he's not a hard. He is very hard to take down.
Mhm.
Just keep it at that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of really really amazing memories with the Panthers, and those I will tell you the NFC Championship game in 2015. I was there. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, because Dad and I looked at each other in the third quarter because we thought the shoe was going to drop of something. We're going to do something stupid or panthery or, and it never happened. And what Cam was able to do with the skill position players that he had, please, if Cam had Adam Thielen in his prime instead of Ted Ginn, whew, the numbers he would have put up.
Oh my
Um,
God.
so
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many great memories I've had with the Panthers. So it's just really really gross and ugly right now, but that's the reality of sports.
I wish you could tell that to everybody else.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have any Panthers that you remember that kind of stick out to you? Some of your favorite Panthers? I know I have one, and that it'll shock the crap out of a lot of people. I guess not.
old school Panthers or just
Um, I
he hate
old
me.
school.
He hate me with who I say
Oh
that.
my
Now Brown
God!
Smart.
I forgot about that.
Now Brown Smart.
Oh,
Yep. Yep. In '08 when he wrecked the playoff game against the Bears, had 3 interceptions. Man, that was so much fun. Deshaun Foster, Stephen Davis.
Oh, oh Lord, she taking it back on y'all now, but y'all wasn't ready.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all wasn't ready for that, wasn't you?
And I mean, there's Jordan Gross. God, if we could reincarnate Jordan Gross again. Ugh.
God, I forgot about Jordan Cruz.
I mean, there's Ricky Prohl, Musu Muhammad. I mean, there's the Panther lineage. It may not seem like it, but man, we had some tough nosed son of a guns, and that's why the memories are always gonna be there. We just got to get back there somehow, some way, and I know we're going to. Hopefully, it's in the near future, but yeah, so many old school Panthers that just bring smiles to my face. So Brad Hoover. Um,
Oh, she done went down the
Oh, the
quarterback rabbit
fullback.
hole.
Oh
She went down the
man.
she went down the fullback rabbit
Yo,
hole.
Cass. Oh wow.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
Lord.
I got 2 players that come to mind that I like. Of course, Devin Funches. I enjoyed
I
watching
knew it. I was waiting on him to say it. I was
Devin
waiting
oh
on
Funches.
it.
God,
I
Devin.
knew he was gonna say it.
You know he had to
I
get
was
it.
looking. I was like, I
Devin
know
Funches,
you about to say Devin
he was
Funches.
serviceable. He was serviceable for Carolina,
Yeah, well, Cam made him serviceable.
but he was still serviceable. Nope, we're not
Oh.
gonna do that. He was serviceable, but
Okay, but hold on. The last year of his tenure in Carolina, he intentionally ran the wrong route against Cleveland, and he did not see the field again that season. So
Hey, it happens.
So,
It happens.
yeah, he was serviceable for a time. And this question: is it true that Panthers defensive tackle made? I'm
Michael
not sure
Thomas
what.
running slant into the locker room after he threw up his games.
I don't even know what that
You know,
question
I
means.
have no idea what that. I
No,
don't
no,
even know
no,
what that.
no, no.
It's
It
talking
was a
about this. It's talking about Michael Thomas.
Michael
That's what they're
Thomas.
talking
It
about
was
on
a
the
video.
Saints.
It was a video that
Oh,
surfaced that Michael Thomas was talking trash to.
that was in week 2 against the Saints, and I don't know. They had a little brouhaha in the locker or whatever, the tunnel, and I don't know.
And they said they called Michael Thomas running with his tail tucked between his legs after he
He
got
ran
sacked.
faster. He ran faster than he run his routes.
Oh my God!
I mean, you don't want to mess with Derek Brown. You really don't. So
Yeah, that's a big
I,
thing.
I
Right.
can vouch for that being a bad idea and whatever. But I'm not sure what the.
Yeah.
Uh,
Another player I like too on the Panthers, and I'm being serious.
oh God! Did you really have
Ricky.
whoever made that question? Oh, did you? Why?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Why? Worse. Ugh, God. Both. But kicking it out of bounds still really, really stings. Not falling on the ball. I mean, we were down 24-10 at that time, and still like 5 minutes to go. So I think kicking it out of bounds against the pass was definitely worse. Both of them were, but I'm still mad at Cleve Blakeman for Super Bowl 50. But whatever. We'll tackle that another day. Cotry caught that ball. But yeah, worse kicking it out of bounds.
Yeah, because
I agree
I
with
know.
you on that
Yeah,
because
because
y'all
I
had
know.
the lead. Y'all had the lead. Another player I want to bring up, what I was trying to tell y'all, was Ricky Manning Jr. I really love
That's
watching
he
him.
hate me. Yep.
Yep, he hate me. UCLA. Yep.
Man, don't nobody know his real name. Why you gonna say that?
But I like to say his name though.
I mean, yeah. He was, yeah. See, that's what keeps me coming back to the Panthers is that kind of thing. So, and it's never gonna change. But the Panthers are a disaster right now, and I would just prefer to Madden sim the rest of this season, but can't do that. And I think I said that after week 7. So
Okay.
Damn.
All right, Jude, man. What you got on the question Don asked?
I mean, y'all hit the nail on the head. I mean, she named a lot of them, but Steve Smith Sr. As much as
yeah,
he talks a lot
I
of
didn't
trash, and that was
I didn't
probably my
name him because
favorite Panther.
I felt like that was kind of obvious. But yeah, he was the keep pounding mantra because he's just one of those players that you love to have, but you absolutely hate him on the other side. And he talked the talk and walked the walk and made Jake Delhomme who he was because he said, "F it, Steve Smith's down there somewhere," and Steve Smith caught 75% of those passes. So
Exactly. He was tough as nails. He was one of those guys that kind of was like a defensive player because he was the only player that I actually seen in the NFL for us, the wide receiver position, because that's like a diva type, position. He was one of them guys that if you hit him too hard, he was going to try to fight you. So as much as he talked a lot of trash, I seen him get into a lot of scuffles out there with DBs. And he was just a guy that backed it up. Even though he was a smaller wide receiver, he was one of those guys that could return punts. He was one of those guys that could go deep. He was a guy that could, catch the 50-50 ball, even though he wasn't the tallest guy. He was a guy that would go up and catch the ball at his highest point, but he was tough as nails. He would go across the middle. He would do pretty much, he did everything for the Panthers. Like prior to Cam Newton being there, to me, he was the heart and soul of that team. So outside of him, and then on the defensive side of the ball, I would say Julius Peppers because he was one of them guys that was just special. He was one of the best defensive ends, pure defensive ends. And I'm kind of biased, and I'll take this out of out of Don. One of the things that Don always says about Michigan, you guys know I'm a UNC fan when it comes to basketball. So he was one of those guys that played at
Me as
UNC.
I am as well.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, Julius Peppers, I'm kind of biased, but he was one of those guys that was really special.
Yep. Yeah. And him being able to come back to Carolina and kind of fix his exit, because it wasn't the most gracious exit, and for him to be still a game wrecker when he came back was really nice to see. And I wish we got Derek Brown instead of Marlon Davidson. Well, that may be one of the 11 draft moves that we've done right in the last 6 years. So, yeah, I'm really glad we have Derek Brown.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, like you said, kind of going on the OG side of things. Like Musa Muhammad, who was the mentor to Mr. Steve Smith Sr. Musa Muhammad was a guy that intrigued me a lot. Not necessarily the fastest guy on the field, but I'll tell you one thing: you would like I said, you try to bump and run him, you in for a bad day.
And the best memory from this year is beating the Texans and getting to see Musa Muhammad and Julius Peppers go into our Ring of Honor. That was awesome, and that I will give Dave Tepper credit for. That he's done very, very nicely getting the Ring of Honor to be an actual thing for us. I really appreciate that, because Carolina Panther football has been fun over the years, and to acknowledge that is very, very nice and something that was long overdue.
Okay. All right. So we ain't got any more questions. We're gonna go ahead and wind it down tonight.
Let me ask one more thing, K Styles, because we're going to Carolina this week.
Oh my God, you better not.
So, we're going to Carolina this week, and do you enjoy the Carolina barbecue up there, the pulled pork sandwiches?
Oh Jesus!
Or do you just decide that you eat something different up there?
I don't like the smokiness of a lot of pork. I don't, but so I'm more of a barbecue ribs steak person.
Yeah, me too.
So,
yeah, me too. I'm not a big pulled pork person. I'm really not. But do you know some famous restaurants that people can go to in the Charlotte area when they come up there this Sunday?
No, I'm not a restaurateur.
Okay.
To be honest with you, but I do know it's going to be 90% chance of rain. So,
yeah, you might want.
All right, my bad. I had to count some change because I know this food talk. Y'all be trying to make folk eat at midnight. That's why folks fat now.
I knew it was coming soon.
Oh man!
I just wanted to see if she knew some hidden.
Hey! There will be no disrespect to Cassidy, Tim. You better stop it right now. All right, Cassidy, tell him where you stay, please.
What? Where?
Which state do you stay?
Huh?
No! Don't tell him.
No, not that. No, they said, what state do you live in?
North Carolina.
All right, so Tim, don't disrespect the great Cassidy, okay?
Howard. Oh my God, I get this question so many times. But how am I a Panthers fan and a Braves fan? Because I was born in Charlotte. They came in a year after I was born in Charlotte. So it's always been Charlotte. And it's always been Carolina. And the Braves. And the Braves because my grandpa Pops took my brothers to their first game when they were young. It was Houston versus the Braves, and I just became a Braves fan off of them. And I kind of took my passion into my channels. So that is how I am not a Falcons fan, will never be a Falcons fan. I respect the players that you guys have, and frankly, I'm jealous of some of them, especially on the offensive line. I know you guys struggle there, but got to be 95% better than what we have right now. But yeah, it's always been the Panthers and the Braves, and that'll never change. Even if Charlotte gets a Major League Baseball team, I will just go ahead and put that out there. I just hope the Charlotte version of the MLB team will be in the American League, so I can do it that way.
Yeah, and that people don't understand. The Braves country is very
It's,
vast.
it's really big. It's
It's
really big.
vast. Like it stretches all the way
it's
to like
regional.
East Texas,
Mm-hmm.
all the north, like Kentucky area, and even all the way up to Virginia. Like that's how big Braves country is. People travel to Braves games.
Yep.
And I can vouch for this. When I tell you, if you want to know a lot about the Braves, Cassidy, she is that person. She knows a lot of the farm system, a lot of the players that come in. This is my go-to person. All right. So Cassidy is that. You can check her out. Where, Cassidy?
On Braves Anatomy, that's my YouTube channel. I'm coming up on 5 years this year, actually. So um, that's insane to me. And you guys have been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
No problem.
But yeah, from Braves Anatomy, that's my YouTube. My Twitter is messed up at the moment. But I will try to figure that out. But you can follow me on Facebook as well at Cassidy McMahon, just standard whatever. And I'm going to try to figure out my Twitter. I tried to log in to this chat thing because you sent it through Twitter. So I tried to log in to my Twitter on my computer, and the password didn't work. So I tried to reset the password, and then it locked me out. So I have no idea if I'm gonna get that back, but I'm gonna try.
What is weird? It did me
It
that a
is.
couple times.
You know
It
how
is
to fix
weird.
it?
All right.
We gotta. We'll figure out. We'll have to send you. We'll just let us know. We'll send you a way to how to fix it so you can get it back.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So, fellas, y'all got anything y'all want to close the show out with?
Uh, ooh, I want to say one thing. We appreciate everybody who continues to support us, man. It's like we finally reached 500 here at on the Heavy Hitters Live channel. Obviously, you guys know that we do a lot of our live shows, the post game shows, and obviously Wednesday to break down and just bring you different content creators from all over. Cassidy, obviously, she's a Panthers fan, but like we really try to open up avenues and just to give you different perspectives and opinions and like I said, this is what we're for here for. Like I said, Cassidy is one of these people that have she's been there since day one. From Feli Sports Podcast early, Mike Sports, like she's been here. So this my girl right here. So I appreciate everybody be Braves fans. Trust me, Cassidy she's that person. She breaks it down. I'm amazed at how she breaks down a lot of the Braves. Like she look 5 minutes, give her 5 minutes, you'll know everything about the Braves. I promise you. So
Stats
Cassidy is that
or like she has the advanced stats that I don't
yeah.
even see or understand, and I just watch her videos. I'm like, okay, this is why we don't win into a struggle in the months of June, and it's historically proven by Cassidy. So I need
Well,
to figure out.
hit that subscribe button so you're not missing me. I'm always around on my Braves Anatomy channel. I'm trying to get to 1,290 subscribers by Christmas. So if you guys can help me out, that'd be great. But I love everything about you guys and what you do. I've kind of tried to model my game after it, and I just appreciate all the support. And I appreciate the rivalry that the Panthers and Falcons, even though it's not much of a rivalry on my end right now, but the friendly banter, the fun ranting that I got to do for an hour, that's something that, and it's a safe space to do it, and it's so much fun. So I appreciate it. And I love you guys on so many different levels. So it's I appreciate it.
Love you too, Cassie. Appreciate it. Drew, you got any last take? Because I know you probably fuming over there because you can't talk about good baseball because you're a Cincinnati Reds fan.
The Reds are getting up there.
Hey man, why y'all taking
I
shots
just
at my
wanted you a shot
Cincinnati
at.
Reds? Y'all don't
Mike, you
brag.
ain't worth a damn.
I just had
Right,
to shoot that at you. I had to shoot that at you.
right, man. Hey, look, I'll just say this, man. I ain't gonna even talk about baseball because y'all know that's secondary to when it comes to my Falcons. But
Right.
um, at the end of the day, like she said, man, I'm just looking forward to a good game. But like I said, let's finish the deal. We know what we're playing for on Sunday. So every game matters at this point. Every game's a playoff game. So I'm just looking forward to a good game. Like we said, we know when rivalry games, you throw the records out the window. So
Yep.
that's why I want to see this team come out there. We can't just roll our helmets out there and think that they're gonna lay down because they're 1-12. These guys are gonna come out there ready to play, and a lot of these guys are playing for next year. We know that they're auditioning for other teams, so it's bigger than just this game. They're not. They already know they eliminated from the playoffs. They're not even playing this game. They're playing for pride at this point. So this is like the ultimate trap game where these guys are playing to put good film out there for other teams because they have players on their team that are solid, even though they might not be the best team. All of those guys are playing for the name on the back of their jersey, not just the name on the front of the jersey. So at the end of the day, we're gonna have to come ready for a dogfight. And this game is in Carolina, so they have nothing to lose. As me and Kay always talks about, teams are dangerous when they have nothing to lose. They come into this game, we got to be ready for everything. Trick plays, fake punts. These guys have nothing to lose. They've lost their head coach. They've gotten rid of a lot of guys on their coaching staff. Deuce Staley, a lot of them guys are gone. So at this point, these guys are playing for pride. So we better come ready to play. From the first second of that game, we better come ready to play like this is a playoff game. At the end of the day, it's going to be a playoff intensity, especially for us because we're playing to build momentum and confidence. So at the end of the day, just get it done. That's all I want to see this team do. But I'm ultra confident, and I think these guys will be ready to play. At the end of the day, we know, like I said, when it's NFC South rivalries, you throw the records out the window.
At the end of the day, you play for $1. That's all I gotta say. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
Deuces.
Ugh.